Hi, welcome to LexCrochet. Today I'm going to teach you how to make this hat. It has a brim, a border, and a flower. We're going to be making one in black and red. For this, you're going to need super bulky. I'm using Lion Brand Hometown USA. I'm using both black and red. Scissors, an N-sized hook, a J-sized hook, a pair of matching buttons, and yarn needles, and string to sew the buttons onto the hat. I originally made this hat. My cousin sent me a pattern and she wanted the hat, and I didn't want to buy the pattern, so I made it as close as I could. So we're going to start with a magic ring, and we're going to chain 3, and then we're going to do 9 double crochet. Okay, at the end of my 9 double crochet, I'm going to pull the tail a little, and I'm going to slip stitch to the top of the chain 3. We're going to chain 2, and then we're going to do a front post double crochet. You'll yarn over, stick the hook around the chain 3 mark. We're going to stick it behind and out through the front, yarn over, pull through, and then continue like a normal DC. We're going to do that for every other stitch until there's 18 stitches. There's going to be a normal one, front post double. We join and chain 2 after our 18. We're going to front post double crochet in the first one that we did in the row before. We're going to double crochet, and then we're going to increase with a normal double crochet. We're going to do that 2 times, and then now I forgot, you should measure from one side to the other, and it should reach almost 4 inches. So we're going to do the double crochet and then increase twice. I did that twice, and now I'm going to double crochet in the next one, and then I'm going to front post double on that same one that I just made the double crochet on. I'm going to repeat that around 2 of the normal and then 1 with the front post double. So you'll end up with 3 of the front post double crochet at the end. The very last stitch of the row before you join, we're going to increase. So 1 and then 2, join and chain 2. This time we're going to do 2 stitches with just 1 double crochet, and the third one will be the increase. 2 and then the increase, 2, and then we're going to do the regular double crochet and then the front post. So you'll end up with 3 again. Once again, the last stitch of this row, you're going to increase with 2. slip stitch, chain 2, and then follow this around. You're going to do this for rows 5 through 8. If you want it a little bit longer, do an extra row for row 9, which is what I did. I join, chain 1, I'm going to single crochet into the same stitch. I'm going to single crochet with the end size hook in the next 10. I'm going to take my end hook after my 10 single crochet. I'm going to grab my J, single crochet, and then in the front loop only, at the front post, double crochet, and I'm going to do this for 14 stitches. Front loop only. At the end of the 14th, both loops for the 15th, we're going to single crochet, turn, chain 1, half double, and then we're going to double crochet and then an increase. We're going to do that a total of 5 times. At the end of the 5, we're going to double, half double, single, and single crochet. We're going to turn, and chain 1. We're going to half double, and then we're going to double crochet in 2, and then we're going to increase. And you're going to do that a total of 5 times. We're going to do 2 DC at the end of the 5 times, a half double, a single, and then we're going to slip stitch into the next. And then we're going to switch back to our end sized hook. And we're going to single crochet to the very first one that we did and join. So I joined. Hi, welcome to LexCrochet. Today I'm going to teach you how to make this hat. It has a brim, chain 1, and then in the back loop only, we're going to single crochet all of the normal single crochets. When you get to the brim, we're going to just take our end hook and go through both loops around, and it's going to give a nice border to the brim. I'm using both black and red. And then we're going back to the back loop only single crochets. A J-sized hook, slip stitch at the end, matching buttons, and yarn needles. And then we're going to fasten off, and string to sew the buttons onto the hat. And we're going to weave in. I originally made this hat. My cousin sent me a pattern, and she wanted the hat, and I didn't want to buy the pattern, so I made it as close as I could. So we're going to start with a magic ring. After that, we're going to grab our red yarn, and we're going to make the band that goes across. So slip knot with the J-sized hook and chain 31. And then we're going to do 9 at the end of your 31. We're going to double crochet in the third one from the hook and the whole way down to make the band. To the top of the chain 3. If you want a bigger or smaller band, you can adjust accordingly. Now we're going to make the flower and the magic ring. We're going to chain 1, and then we're going to single crochet 5. We're going to join, front post double crochet. You'll yarn over. Here's what the flower looks like at the end. It's slip stitch, chain 2, 2 DC, slip stitch, and then you do the same in all of the petals around. So we have the band, the flower, the thread, the buttons, and the hat. Yarn over, pull through, and then continue like. And now we're going to begin to sew it together. I like to start at the end of the brim. It's going to be a normal one, front post double. We join and chain 2 after our 18. We're going to. And this is what the final product looks like. And the first one that we did in the row before. We're going to double crochet, and then we're going to increase with normal double crochet. We're going to do that 2 times,